this is India's retaliation. That is now coming across as several of the Pakistani media have been reporting that India has struck at least 3 Pakistani air bases. But right now, let's get you exactly what has now led to the consequences is that there is complete chaos and confusion when it comes to its airspace. Now, remember, India has hit out at Pakistan for attempting to target Indian cities, and also when it comes to over 300 to 400 drones across several locations that were made in Turkey, what has been added by the Indian forces, saying that Pakistan actually used civilian flights as shields to deter strike. What a coward Pakistan is. It doesn't even care or bother about its own civilians. Now, when it comes to its flight operations, that has now been disrupted, whether be it in Lahore, in Sialkot and other locations as well. In Islamabad, the capital also, that is completely witnessing chaos and confusion on ground. Yavar, how coward Pakistan is, it is right on display as far as using civilian flights as shield. Now, right after India has responded and retaliated, there is complete chaos when it comes to the flight operations in multiple Pakistani cities.
Well, exactly, Amita. The Pakistan has issued the NOTAM. The airspace has been closed there. The commercial services have been halted till this afternoon around 12. According to the Pakistani media, which they are quoting from the Pakistan airport authorities, that there will be no action from the airspace or any sort of airspace activity or the commercial flight activities at any airport until 12, and this has been done after the 3 back-to-back strikes were reported there. Now remember that this has been the scene all across that Pakistan has now closed its airspace following the air-to-surface missile strike by the India in an intervening night. As I told you earlier, that this was in response to the Pakistan's aggression. They tried to carry out this strike at the key infrastructure or the key bases of the Indian Air Force in the Avantipura. So it was in response to that 3 air bases have been targeted. One is the Nur Khan, one is in Murid, and one is in Rafiki. That comes in the key cities of the Lahore as well as to the Rawalpindi. Back to you.
Right, but Yavar, what was Pakistan really attempting to do as far as using when it comes to its own civilians as a shield? Now, the civilians may have been completely unaware of what exactly is coming for them. Now, this is the restraint and the wisdom that has been shown by the Indian Armed Forces with regards to what Pakistan has been up to. It clearly sends out the message that Pakistan is least bothered about its own civilians.
Well, exactly. The making of a shield to the locals have somewhere created a chaos, and all the eyes were on that development as well. But for the Pakistan, there was a main attempt only to try to boil up the LOCs or to send these drones into the Indian territory, and that's the scene we have been witnessing all across. Because time and again we have been witnessing that there was an aggression that came in from the border side, but it was a clear-to-cut message from the India that escalation and de-escalation will be on the grounds, but no compromise with the national security, no compromise with the sovereignty of state. If you try to enter in our territory, we will enter in your. We will not try, but we will enter in your territory, and that's what we have been witnessing. That this development has came in an intervening night. So, a lot to come. As I told you earlier, Amita, that the Pakistani army has not come up with the details that what sort of damage has occurred. But yes, we came to know that 3 of the air bases have been targeted. The air-to-surface missiles have been used by the India. Back to you.
Yes.